Hey guys, Amanda here, today with 3 tips to share with you for choosing hiking mittens. So mittens are a great choice for winter hiking because they tend to be much warmer than gloves, as your fingers generate more heat when they're not separated by each other with fabric. So while mittens aren't as dexterous as gloves, they can still serve you well when you're holding trekking poles or out for a hike or a backpack in frigid temperatures. So tip number 1, you want to choose the correct kind of insulation for your purpose. So down is an exceptional insulator, prized for being light, easy to compress, long-lasting, and breathable. It's also going to be more expensive than other synthetic options, but it maintains its loft longer than synthetic fabrics, making it a better choice for value over time. But because down does lose its ability to insulate if it does get wet, it's not as frequently used in mittens as synthetic insulating alternatives. Down mittens are an excellent choice for hiking in cold, dry climates. Whereas synthetic insulation is less expensive than down, it insulates when it's wet and dries a lot more quickly. So it's a great choice for use when hiking in damp climates. The downsides to synthetic insulation options is that they tend to offer less warmth for their weight, and they tend to be a bit bulkier than down. Tip number 2 for choosing hiking mittens is to ensure that you're choosing the correct size and fit. So key to keeping your hands warm and comfortable and maintaining your dexterity is to ensure that your mittens fit you properly. So if they're too big, they won't keep your hands warm and can make it difficult to perform various tasks such as hold trekking poles, operate zippers, or navigate with your compass or a GPS device. And when they're too small, they tend to restrict movement and can leave skin exposed at your wrist and susceptible to frostbite. A properly fitted mitten is going to have about 1/4 inch of material at the end of your outstretched fingers. So when you make a fist, the fit should not be too tight or too restrictive. And finally, tip number 3, in very cold conditions, you can actually opt for a heated option. Many manufacturers are starting to develop a market for heated mittens. So these feature battery-powered internal heating systems and can help really boost warmth on those really frigid winter days. These kind of mittens typically include rechargeable lithium-ion batteries and can operate on different levels of heat output. So this technology is also much more expensive and makes for a heavier and slightly bulkier option than non-heated mittens, but the trade-offs can really be worth it if other mittens just still aren't enough to keep your hands warm in winter. So quickly to recap, 3 tips I have for choosing hiking mittens is, first and foremost, choose the correct kind of insulation, whether that's down or synthetic. Secondly, choose the correct size and fit, as proper fit is going to be key to keeping your hands warm, comfortable, and able to perform tasks like holding trekking poles, operating zippers, and navigating. And finally, in very cold conditions, you can actually opt for a heated option. So heated mittens feature battery-powered internal heating systems, which are typically powered by rechargeable lithium-ion batteries, and they also offer varying levels of heat output. The downsides to this technology is that they tend to make these types of mittens more expensive, heavier, and slightly bulkier, but those trade-offs can really be worth it if you find your fingers are still getting cold in winter, and you've tried other mittens out there that are available to you. So those are all the tips I have for choosing mittens for winter hiking. I'd love to hear any additional tips you might have, or if you enjoyed one of these in particular. And as always, don't hesitate to leave any feedback in the comment section below. Thanks as always for watching. I'll see you guys next time.
Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like connecting with other outdoor enthusiasts, you should definitely consider checking out Summit. Summit is a social network that brings together adventure junkies from all around the world to exchange stories, share advice, and inspire each other. You might even make some new friends too. It's kind of like Facebook for outdoorsy people, but with better privacy, no ads, no spam, and tons of extras. You can join Summit by going to summit.theadventurejunkies.com or by clicking the link in the description below. You can find me in Summit too, so be sure to say hi when you join.